Good evening, listeners. I hope your plate is clean and ready for another helping of the Slanted Hallway. The fearsome darkness of the Slanted Hallway has stretched its way farther across the globe. Perhaps you thought yourself safe in the land of plenty, the land down under, as it were. But now, for the first time, we broadcast to all our friends in Australia, and we thank them for their efforts in the Pacific. G-Day, mateys! I should let you all know that this next hellish tale comes from way, way down under. It all begins...
Hold on, Mr. Narrator. As a matter of fact, we have something that even our new Australian friends can enjoy.
Oh, and what product is that? A noose? I bet they're dying for that one.
No, it's soap. Well, really, it's soap much more than that. That's right, listeners. Glump Soap is back with an all-new formula. The mercury has been replaced with even more refined lye and pig's lard. Why, the lard is so concentrated, you can clean your car and wax it at the same time. Put it on a pacifier and occupy your newborn for hours. So pure you can eat it with a spoon, and so rejuvenating it works better than most over-the-counter blood thickeners. Buy Glump, the gunk with a pump.
A special thank you to tonight's sponsor. But now, dear listeners, we have to get into tonight's story. Imagine, if you will, a pair of traveling businessmen. Salesmen, even. Sales and business salesmen. That sell, or rather will be buying, more than they were expecting. When they go to sell it to they're in for the business trip of a lifetime after they make an unscheduled stop on their journey into the unknown lands of the far north. I could tell you more, probably, but I've got a flight to catch, and if I'm honest, this isn't one of our best. Anyway, enjoy, or don't. My paycheck stays the same.
God, it feels like we've been going for hours, Brom. Where in the world are we?
How should I know? I can't see anything in this storm.
It's been coming down ever since we left the Bronx. We must be halfway to Chicago by now.
Hold on. There's a sign up ahead. Can you make that out?
Pull up just a bit. White, witty, White Plains. We must be way out here, Brom. I've never heard of this place.
It could be miles from any kind of city.
Hey, whoa, I'm walking here. Can't catch a break in this city.
You can't catch a break in this city? I can't catch a break in this city.
Everyone just calm down. We're all having a hard time in this city.
And I don't think this storm is going to let up anytime soon.
I think you're right. We should find some place to pull in. What are the odds of there being some kind of a, motel in a place like this?
Did you see that?
Yes, there's a typo on the sign. I'm surprised it took you this long to notice.
No, up on the hill.
The Civil War Memorial?
No, not that hill, the one to your left. Give it a second, I'm sure there'll be some more lightning soon.
Oh yeah, look, it's an old motel.
I don't like the looks of it.
Well, bud, it's nearly 5 p.m. Pretty soon everything's gonna be closed up, so unless you want to sleep in that seat, I don't think we've got much of a choice.
I guess not. Hopefully my occasional superstition doesn't act up.
Don't be stupid. Now get back out there and pull this thing into second. Anyone here?
Ah, new customers, I see.
I said, is anyone here? I demand service immediately.
I am here at your...
Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. I need a room with at least 2 beds, twin, with no fewer than 2 nightstands between them.
Certainly, sirs. And let me be the first to welcome you to...
Affordable, that's what I'd like. Affordable rooms.
Then look no further. You'll be checking in, and certainly you'll be checking out.
So like every motel?
Yes, but not every motel has quite such a history as we have as...
Continental?
Pardon?
Is a continental breakfast included?
Ah, you mean your last meal? Well, certainly we...
Ice bucket?
4?
Ice. Jeez, it's like talking to a dead guy.
In more ways than
Because you don't listen, that's your first problem. God, it smells like a crypt in here.
And do something about this ooze.
There better not be this many cobwebs around the swimming pool.
There is no swimming pool, unless you'd like to take a dip into these pools of blood.
I'm keeping this pen, by the way.
As you like it, sir. I remember the first man who used that pen. He wanted to be a great writer. He'd give his soul to be a playwright for Broadway. I was more than happy to make that.
Yeah, okay, great. So we keep the pens, breakfast in the morning, bloody swimming pool.
Next time you're talking to a customer, keep it concise. We're in the sales business, so we know what we're doing, okay?
Certainly. But if you knew what lay in your future, I don't think...
No, you're right. You don't think. That's why you run a crummy motel in the middle of nowhere.
We know what we're talking about, okay? We're salesmen.
Yeah, watch this. We'll demonstrate. Hello, sir. What is your name?
I am Michael Crocker. Pleased to meet you.
I am Brom Spectrum. Would you like a pocket knife?
Does it also tell time?
Indeed it does.
I will take 2. One of them wall-mounted, please and thank you. See, moron, that's how it's done.
Ah, the ticking of that clock shall...
These skills translate directly to your business. Keys?
Here they are. Mind you, they're skeleton keys.
Jeez, shut up.
You're moaning like an old maid.
Well, dear listeners, it seems old Mikey and Brom, his lifelong friend and roommate, have gotten themselves into quite the precarious situation. A horrible storm and a less-than-friendly innkeeper. I wonder if they'll make it through the night. They may have only rented the room for the evening, but I'm sure the experience will stay with them for the rest of their lives. If I were them, I'd check the pillow for pentagrams rather than mint chocolates. Hopefully the sheets aren't tucked into the chasm that leads directly to the underworld. I hope those little bars of soap can wash off the wretched odor of 40,000 years. Well, let's check back in, and hopefully this won't be too gruesome to broadcast.
Michael, I don't know about all this.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure if people want to wear a pocket knife on their wrists.
That's why our numbers are down this quarter. You've got to believe in your product. Now quit moaning and help me get these spider webs off the bed.
That's not me moaning, that's the air conditioner. I wanted to ask you something. Did the front desk guy seem kind of weird?
Brom. You've seen one exposed talking skull, you've seen them all. I'll give you, there are a few more dead cats than your average motel.
And I've never seen green ooze go up the walls before.
Well, we're in the far north. The magnetic pull of Santa's workshop is pulling it northwards. Didn't you learn anything at St. John's University School of Business? Go, Red Storm!
I guess you're right. I'm worried about nothing. Wait, do you hear those creaking footsteps?
Yeah, I walked across the room. What's gotten into you, pal?
I don't know.
Well, then try to relax. You're a smart man. Are ghosts real?
No.
Have you ever seen a ghoul? A zombie? An Episcopalian?
Well, no, but...
Lions? Tigers? Bears? They're all fairy tales, bud. Now you try to relax and get some sleep, okay? I can't have you scatterbrained at tomorrow's Fedora and Smoking Convention.
All right, sure, okay, yeah. Okay, I get it, I understand. It's all in my head, I'm just acting crazy.
There you go, that's the attitude. Now, do you know where the nail clippers are? All I can find is this hammer and sickle.
Sure, here, use mine.
You want to share?
Wait, no, why would I even offer? Just sickle off the nails, however that works.
Whatever. I'll just stick my hands in my mouth and grind them down in my sleep. Sleep, by the way, would be good for both of us.
All right, sure. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Huh. Look at that. Someone wrote a bunch of capital R's on this mirror. Odd. Now, let me just look over here into this other mirror and... Oh my god! Those aren't regular R's at all! They're all backwards! Michael! There's something wrong with the bathroom! It's in Cyrillic! And... Michael!
What is it, kid? I'm trying to sleep.
Do you always sleep in that fur hat?
Fur hat? What are you talking about? I don't even own an Ushanka.
Well then, what's that on your head?
Ah!
Mikey, this isn't a motel with an M. It's a motel with an H. And the H stands for haunted. This motel is a haunted motel.
Brom, that makes little to no sense, but I agree there's something afoot. Just look at your bed sheets.
Sweet Lord, they're covered in blood.
No, Brom, they're just crimson.
Shh. Do you hear that?
It's the music of the damned.
Maybe we should have listened to the guy at the front desk.
No, we're much smarter than him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm talking crazy. What are we gonna do? We can't just stay here.
Okay, we're gonna make our way to the payphone down the hall and call the police. Then we're gonna run as fast as we can out of here.
Alright, sure, but shouldn't we drive out of here?
God no, high knees and skedaddle, that's the only way. Now grab a pocket knife and set it to 4:30, then pull the knife out.
We gotta go back to back, so nothing sneaks up on us.
I says side to side so we get extra peripherals.
Good thinking. And we can put on these eye patches, so we can see better in the dark.
Now you're thinking. Alright, let's tie our legs together so we don't lose the other guy.
Of course, and I'll carry this egg in a spoon for 100 yards or until there's only one person still holding the egg.
For added safety, I'll take this water balloon.
How could that possibly help?
Well, suppose the ghosts also have a water balloon. If we toss this one back and forth, they'll have to as well, without popping it, mind you. Every event matters on field day, Brom. Never forget that. Alright, now let's get going.
Michael, look!
What is it?
The ghost's doing a sack race, but he's got it over his head.
Do we have a sack?
No, why would we?
How could we forget? Maybe the front desk could help us with the wheelbarrow race.
Ah!
Can we get some service here, please? Immediately!
I see. You've noticed the other guests in our little...
Listen, guy, you never said this place was haunted or nothing.
But I tried to.
We'll try harder next time. I want my money back.
You didn't pay.
Then give me someone else's money. Brom, how's that phone call coming along, bud?
I'm working on it! Hello? Operator, I need the police. Oh, God, he's talking ghost talk. Michael, the ghosts are in the phone!
Ghosts in the phone? Damn it! Alright, Keeper, what's your name anyway?
Keeper.
Alright, Keeper, then. You're gonna give me a phone minus the haunting, or I'll get you a haunting minus the phone, got it?
No, not really. You want a phone or else...
Exactly, sir. I couldn't have said it better myself if I was the guy who was the person who was responsible for saying exactly the thing that was to be said in this context.
No, I suppose you couldn't.
Do you have the phone yet?
I'm working on it, alright?
Here's the phone. Bear in mind, it's internal, so you'll have to dial 666 to get out.
Yeah, I get it. Very scary. Hello? Yes, this is Michael Crocker. I'm calling from the... What's the name of this hotel anyway?
The White Plains Motor Inn of the Damned.
It's the White Plain Motor Inn. Oh, you've gotten a lot of calls out of this place? A lot of screaming, you say? Well, I can believe that having stayed here... No, the rate's actually fairly reasonable. It's just... Well, now, can you get a squad car out here or something? Thank you. Alright, now the police are on their way. You better call the spooks off now, or you'll hear it from the long arm of the law.
Oh, gentlemen, this isn't the first time someone has tried to leave before checkout. Believe me, we're not going anywhere.
Well, there you have it, listeners. Our little salesman buddies have finally put two and two together. However, in this little slice of hell... I can say that right? In this little slice of hell, when you put two and two together, you get 5. Huh? Oh, you'll get it later. Well, anyway, the stage is once again set for some sort of adventure, either through the alleys of the hotel, or more likely, the alleys of the mind. Or both, because stories are more interesting when a lot of things happen. Sure, self-reflection and deep thought have their place, but that place is books. I never cared for books growing up. I always preferred the radio, and now look at me. I am the radio. Childhood. Anyway, I think we're close to wrapping this one up, so let's go back to the hotel.
All right, the police are on their way now, Keeper Man. You've got some explaining to do.
Well, dear friend Michael, and of course the illustrious Mr. Bronze Spectrum.
How do you know our names?
You signed the guest book. And you both left a credit card here for the security deposit.
Oh, yeah, it's a hotel.
Motel.
Of the dam.
Right, well, please go on. If I'm gonna die in some place, I'd at least like to know what it is that's gonna get me.
Well, then, let me begin. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore.
Listen, Buster, I've got an undead factory worker boiling borscht in my bathtub. Would you mind cutting to the chase on this one?
Very well, then. It was dark and stormy night. The rotten clock of Beelzebub had just struck midnight when
I'm gonna give you max 30 seconds to tell this story.
I'll keep track on my watch, while also picking scraps out of my teeth.
It is a very worthwhile invention.
And exceedingly affordable with payment options available. Now get to talking.
Surely you, a man of such expert salesmanship, are taking home all the profit on that nifty trinket, aren't you?
Well, no, actually. I get a very small percentage of the profit.
It would be nice if they increased our commission.
You're telling me.
What, dear sirs, if I told you that there is a way that you could get all that profit from that sale?
Well, I'm interested.
Don't listen to him, Mike. You'd have to be a big-shot factory owner to get all the money from the sale of product.
But what if you were the factory owner?
Me? Or him?
Both of you.
You mean we, the common man, could own the factory? Or, I guess, in a more general sense, the means of producing the goods we sell?
And further, that our ownership of those means, methods, and resources would increase our share of the profit made off of our wage labor?
Now you're getting it. Come now, comrades, sign right on this dotted line, and I'll hand over your membership cards.
Stop right there!
Joseph McCarthy!
That's right, boys. It's me, American hero Joseph McCarthy, and I'm here to save you from this monster's villainous clutches.
Oh, try all you'd like, but my powers are growing every day.
Not if brave Americans like me stand up to fight you.
But this is just an ordinary, regular innkeeper. He's obviously above suspicion.
Perhaps he was at some point, but now he wields a power that it will take every American to fight. The power of un-American activities.
Say it ain't so!
Rats! Foiled again!
Now remember, no person is above suspicion. Or rather, anyone can be a suspect. Even people who obviously aren't. No matter what common sense tells you to think. No matter how many people you have to wrongfully imprison or shame out of the public eye. So long as even one person like this keeper is allowed to go about their daily life unmolested, then frankly, we've lost the war.
What war? We're salesmen at an inn.
The war with commie. What? It's ghosts? I don't... What's a metaphor? Isn't that a simile? What's the
Yes, the war with ghosts. I'm going to leave now. There are more ghosts other places. Thank you for your service.
Hopefully we didn't lay on the metaphor too thick there. God, what are they going to have us do next, Or rather, Disaster was avoided thanks to the intervention of one outstanding American hero. A special thank you to the HUAC Committee for providing additional sponsorship for tonight's broadcast, and to America for just being so very good. Now I'm certain that none of our writers nor myself are in any way affiliated with any un-American groups, and further never have been. Don't forget to tune in next week, dear listeners, when we visit the town of Now Jorvik, in the mystical and non-representative land of Fredonia, where a hideous and powerful ogre is taking control of the kingdom, and the only way the people can win is if they all stand together. For while alone they are weak, when they are united their strength is far greater than the ogre, and even the old king. The whole story turns out to be a metaphor for growing up. Yes, a coming-of-age story, but that will have to wait until next week.